Yeah, we on. Yo, what's going on, party people? You know what I'm saying? My niggas, the niggerettes. What's going on? Let's be here. You know what I'm saying? Back at it. We got another one here. You know, as you can tell, I want some bullshit. I'm already up. And you know what I'm saying? Having breakfast, man. So let's get together. That's what we do here. L'esprit. If this is your first time, welcome. It's always good to have you. You know what I'm saying? Get a plate, man. I'm saying because I'm serving over here. Breakfast, you know what I'm saying? So, with no further ado, man, let's get right into it, guys. So, I did promise you that I was going to pretty much put together a set of, short videos describing or sharing some of the steps, that would allow you to get to your true self, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just shit. I'm just trying to walk tall, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying on what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, the last time we technically talked about the very first step I wanted you to recognize was for you to be able to recognize positivity and negativity in everything, right? And that's when we talk about the Kybalion, and which is a must. You got to get that. You got to get that. You got to get that because what it does is ultimately this is what it comes down to. To be honest, and if you grasp and if you understand this, I got nothing else to say. But again, there's layers in everything that we're doing, so that's why I'm gonna go through the layers. But technically, if you understand, all is mental. When we talk about the fixed self, we're talking about a limited knowledge. That's all that is. And in the occult, when we talk about limited knowledge, we refer to it as the tree of good and evil because it's all mental. So I could pretty much summarize everything right then and there, right? So when we're talking about, your true self, which is a cosmic self, which is the world, which is the universe, we're talking about a cosmic knowledge. We're talking about eating from the tree of life. Essentially, this is it. Case closed here, man. I'm out. However, there are layers to that. So, I'm saying this to say, and that's what I wanted you to understand in the very first step, pretty much. It's it's acknowledging that, water, you could drink water to survive. You can also drown from water too, man. So, what does that do to you once you understand that? It puts you in a medium in a medium state of mind, whereas it's no longer black or white. We're trying to get you into that gray area, right? Now that you understand, you have options. You understand that something negative can also be positive too. A negative, something negative can actually produce a positive outcome. And I'll give you a perfect example, and I've seen that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like some of my friends, and I'll give you a perfect example that, quite didn't have a mom and dad at home. These niggas were really short, only because, first, they got to experience a lot of shit that, let's just say, somebody like myself didn't experience because there was a structure. You had to be at home, you got to stay home. Whereas these niggas were already on the streets. So that gives them a head start right then and there. Do you see what I'm saying? So, in so many words, well, the street life can also fuck you up too. I mean, numerous fucking outcomes, possibilities, and positivities and negativities. That's what I'm trying to get you. That is the first step. You see, as I'm talking about it, there's so many different ways that this shit can go. That's what I want you to acknowledge, and that's what life is. That's why life is flowing, it's unlimited. That's why it's what you make it. Mm, it's what you make it. It's all connected. But anyway, let's get to your true self, right? So the first step, oh, why am I so serious? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm looking at myself being so nigga, relax, 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 relax. Hey, it's breakfast, nigga. Let's break some bread. So let's keep on going here, right? So now that you acknowledge there's positive, negative, and everything, and by the way, that can also be related to the law of gender in the Kybalion, and I also talked about that too in my last video where I talked about even in the gay couple, right? You have a man and a woman. Like you cannot get away from principle of gender. But that's not really what I'm talking about here. It's really to get you to see positivity, and in some it relates to it. It relates to it. Okay, but the bottom line here is that anything that is good could be bad. Anything that is bad could be good. You know, so when I use my friend, some of my friends' examples that didn't have what you call a good upbringing, that was the shit that shaped their lives. To be better, to to be a go getter, and all of that shit. So that's why, like, when motherfuckers ask me for advice, I guess just like Eddie Murphy says, the best advice is no advice. But it takes wisdom for you to understand that, though, because you may need to go through certain shit for you to become the person that you are. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why our ancestors. Ooh, I'm just this shit's hitting me just now. Now I understand the reason why. They never tell you this is what you got to do. They gave you the blueprint for you to do what you want to do, and that's what I'm doing here, baby. Oh shit! As you walk in the way's gonna reveal itself. I'm getting a piece of my own medicine too. God damn it. Woo! You see why I love that shit? Nigga. God damn. And all I'm doing here too is not to tell you what to do, it's giving you the blueprint. Because there's fucking like so there's you take it, you make whatever the fuck you want out of it. But understanding the blueprint, that's what we're doing here. Now, with that being said, oh, spirit, mwah, I'm getting a piece of my own medicine, nigga. Woo! But anyway, now that you understand anything that is positive could be negative, negative could be positive, we use the example of a table knife. You could use it to slice up your meat, but you can also kill somebody with that shit, right? So, in so many words, you get what I'm saying. Same thing with knowledge. Knowledge can save you, it can fucking kill you, right? Because when we're referring to somebody who's dumb, it's not that they don't have knowledge. And I'm just saying dumb too, for lack of better terms. There's layers in it. Just bear with me on this level so we could, progress and get to the next one, right? It's technically what they know. It's what you know that could fuck you up from going to the next level. That's why you got to open up your world. That's how you got to be open, or having an open heart. But anyway, so many different ways we can go with this. But remember, the fixed self is pretty much, we're talking about limited belief, versus your cosmic self, which is your true self, which is, we're talking about unlimited opportunities, unlimited beliefs, and understanding, okay, there's many ways of doing things. That's why we say when you eat from the tree of life, there's no competition, baby. You do you, I do me. How can you hate on the motherfucker? Because you can't be me. And I can't be you, nor am I trying to be you either, motherfucker. But anyway, we're not even going to go there. So now that you understand the positivity and the negativity and everything, right? For lack of a better term, we're just going to label it that way, right? Or you have options, right? Now that gets you into a gray area now. If you truly understand that, it should remove you from that binary of that tree of life, tree of fucking good and evil perspective, and get you right in the middle. Now, once you get to the middle, nigga, understand this. There is a what do you call that? There is a progression in the middle. And that's what I wanted to talk about. What am I talking about here? So let's use it in terms of numbers, and then I'm going to use it in terms of life, right? Zero, one. Well, guess what? I don't know whoever came up with that, but there's zero point 0.5, right? But most importantly, they understand too, zero has values. In the occult world, we understand the unknown and the process for you to, for it to materialize or to become that one, whatever the fuck it is. So we're talking about that process, that in between process. So that was in terms of numbers. Now, what does that mean in your life? Okay, you know what I'm saying? I gotta I gotta feed your niggas. I'm saying, open your mouth. Okay, what does that mean in your life? Okay, let's just use the example. Let's just say you want to start living a healthy life, right? It could be something as you could start as something as adding water into your diet. Or it could be something as small as removing cookies into your diet if you're a cooker if you're a cookie eater. So it could be something as small as that, right? In that gray area, you could progress in it. You see what I'm saying? Because the key thing here is to expand your consciousness versus having a limited belief where everything has to be perfect. Now that you know not only that anything that is negative could be positive and positive could be negative, now get you into that gray area. Okay, we're taking it step by step. Now that gray area, there's a process in it. Change anyway, like change doesn't have small changes take you a long way. That's all I'm trying to say. And changes doesn't have to be big either. Change could be small. Yes, it can. Yes, believe it or not. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. You can lose weight a pound a week, motherfucker. Yes, you stick to it, you'll get there. Yes, change can be small. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people don't think changes can, it has to be big. No, it can be small. In fact, it's always small, even if you may not see it on the surface, but it's happening in you. That's why, oh man, that's why, the knowledge, that's why you're not wasting your time by learning about this because what's going to happen is the knowledge is going to grow out of you. Because as you're learning about it, and that's how you become the knowledge too. As you're learning about it, there's something that's taking place into yourself. And that's why, in so many words, Africa was so fucking right when it says, and which is true. It takes practice, for lack of better terms, for you to become stupid. Because, you started stupid, just a little stupid. Just, what I'm saying? You started just a little stupid. And then you progress to like, oh, shit. Yeah, it's that way. It's that part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to say, in that gray area is understanding that there is a progress, there's a process in it too. You see what I'm saying? Because the key thing here, the bottom line, is for you to open up your mind. So, in so many words, I'm trying to get you to open up your mind. And by opening up your mind, seeing possibilities, and that's how it allows you to get to your true self, which is infinite possibilities, which is there's no competition, which is just you living a fulfilling life. Okay, we're gonna keep it there, and I'm feeling myself today. I may have to drop another one too. Never know. You never know. You're gonna have to wait to see that motherfucker, cause you never know. Now, with that being said, I'm out of here. Nothing but love. We here, baby. L'esprit haïtien, Malé, bra.